So Claire, transplant medications, you going from having no medications to having a transplant and then being on obviously a range of meds. How did you cope with that?
Hated it. I used to have quite a nice slender face, and that is not the case anymore thanks to the steroids. I'm very used to it. And I'm very used to paying the price. I'm very used to packing my dosette box. But I will say, I also don't let it run and control my life. I probably should a little bit more, because there are days where I'm like, God, I haven't packed my dosette box for 2 days. So then I'm scrambling around in the morning and popping all of my pills out individually to take them. And I kind of feel like I'm a little bit okay with that, because I don't want it to be something that completely runs my life.
Yeah.
It is also interesting because I've lived in WA, Victoria and Queensland. Everywhere does them a bit differently. So if you move around, that's something that's going to change. I remember when I moved to Melbourne, they changed my tacro levels a couple of times. And then when I moved to Queensland, they put me on this antibiotic that I hadn't been on before. And then I've just moved back to Victoria and they've taken me off that. So you kind of just have to go with the flow a little bit. But it's also very important to try and memorize everything, so that when you have to fill out a form, which is something that is so frustrating. You can be going in for a massage and they'll ask you what medications you're on, and you have to flip the page and write a massive list. That is something that I'll always be annoyed by. It's always frustrating, but I'll roll my eyes and like, oh, yes, this is all the medicine I'm on. No, it's not going to affect my massage. Please carry on.
Yeah. Look, in those massages, I just skip it.
Pretend you don't have anything, yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm only in here for 45 minutes. I'll be fine. That is extremely frustrating. And obviously, massage is one thing, but if you're seeing an actual physician about something important, you do want to make sure you tell them everything you're on.
But that's also frustrating, because every time I have to go to a new GP, which I try to avoid at all costs, it's always like so how old were you? Oh, why did that happen? And it's not even, most of the time they're just genuinely interested, which I understand. It's kind of interesting that I was so young and I got it from my dad, but oh my God, I'm so sick of telling the story 1,000 times. So you just have to do it.
Yeah.